EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but
60 years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing. As a kid, but he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest life to win.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be out right at the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll run with a rookie from UCLA. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015. State, Jameis Winston.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Option play. Here's Robinson. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 35. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Jameis to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Well, it's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Winston. Finding Hardman here over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson, 27 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The tight end in motion right. Running from the gun with Henry. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. 2nd and 6. Winston now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Winston. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson now. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's up to the 24. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. In motion right is Thomas. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Jackson. Pass out left finds Kohler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard.
At the Commanders' 19-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Play action. Now Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
3rd and goal, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Adafe Owe able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Touchdown, Washington! Jamison Williams, 56 yards. And the Commanders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar going to give this to Ali. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the... And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs.
Play is under
I think
review.
they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll send a receiver here in motion right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Jameis to throw it. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Winston locates Hardman for another catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Robinson up the middle. And he is not going to get in as their big bodies stop him at the 1. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Robinson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden
good return
and
up
Charles
past the
Davis.
30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Commanders' offense and Jameis Winston set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double dip.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Kohler.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Inside handoff. Smith. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Deron Payne in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 56 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Roquan Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fighting through at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense back out there. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. They'll try to throw now. Winston completes it to Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Winston now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. To the air again with Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Devontae Wyatt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Thomas goes in motion left. Play action. Now Jackson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
No gain on the play.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth. They'll run for it with Smith. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Henry bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Commanders take over.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Jackson. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Henry again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl.
In motion left, Bateman.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. But what a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. And he is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Jackson.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Jackson to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jackson.
He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are back within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And they will take a knee here. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that.
Well, they did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Washington Commanders. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.